Testing. Alright, I think now it is actually transmitting. Yay!
Hi. Eh, eh. That was totally unplanned, too. Boop, boop, boop. One of us is going to have to change. My God. Ah. It is. No, that's no good. I guess it. Oh, oh, I sweats nervously. Okay, while Chris is fixing his audio, thanks everyone for being here. We're gonna have a lot of fun. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna make a game that could potentially be great or it could be terrible, but we're gonna have fun doing it no matter what. It's gonna be excellent. Last year we kind of made meow very randomly and spontaneously. Chris messaged me that morning and he was like, I need you to make a logo. And I was like, what? What did you do? And suddenly Meow was born and it was great. So
Oh,
what will happen this time?
it
Who
is a
knows?
mystery. Maybe somebody will eventually hear me.
Maybe. If you guys end up hearing Chris,
Yeah, somebody say something if you hear me.
somebody say yeah in the chat. Because to me, this is totally normal. I'm like, everything's working great. What could go wrong?
I'm gonna unplug the microphone again.
Okay, he's unplugging the mic. This is weird because I'm relaying information and it's like I Oh, they can hear you now.
What?
I can hear you.
What?
Everyone can hear you. Yay!
This is bullshit. Shenanigans and stuff. Oh, probably because I unplugged the microphone.
Oh.
It is a secret mystery. Hello, everybody, again. Yes. Gain determination by listening to me say things. The question is, which microphone am I transmitting on? It is a super mystery.
Who knows?
So, welcome again to the live stream after the earlier welcome that you didn't hear, which was so much better, but too bad nobody gets anything. Okay, now it's showing that the Yeti is broadcasting. Good job, XSplit and/or Skype. One of you screwed everything up. Which one is it? It is a mystery.
April.
Okay, it sounds like XSplit is using the really fancy microphone, so you can hear me and all of my deep, amazing, I've been kind of sick this week voice. Okay, so welcome officially to the live stream again, and we're going to get started doing things. While people hop in and join the stream, we're going to start brainstorming ideas for this amazing game that we're going to be making in the next couple hours called Something. It could literally be anything. To facilitate this exciting process, I'm going to use a fancy program that some of you may have heard of, and I'm going to switch over to the screen view, which, wow, my computer does not.
Oh boy. Take notes. Whoops. He's fixing. This is our first time doing something like this. He's taking it very well. Rip the dream. This is what happens when we try to do nice things.
All right, let's see. That should have fixed it. So if everyone can hear me, you should wait.
Woo! Awkward. This is this is People saying it's gone again.
And again?
Yeah. Apparently, you said that should have fixed it. Now anyone can hear me, and then your audio cut out.
That's amazing. Oh, let's see.
This is it.
Came
This is
back
the
in.
3-hour joke.
This is just an elaborate practical joke where we
It's a
pretend.
ruse.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Welcome to our ruse cruise.
God
It's gonna
damn.
be great.
Let me switch to the shittier microphone.
Oh, and now apparently you're back.
Dang.
Unrip. Nope. Don't touch anything. Don't do anything. Don't
Oh
touch
boy.
anything.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
open
everything's
the
ruined. I have switched back to the lower quality microphone, which may or may not have helped things. I don't know.
Rip.
Let's see. Yeah, I can still see the waveform of my audio going, so that's great. Hello.
Beautiful.
Notepad too strong. So yeah, if my audio cuts out again, just, tell us 20 seconds later. Very helpful.
Okay, fingers crossed.
All right,
Got
now
it
it's
this
going
time.
to work. It's
This time
going
for
to work.
realsies.
My voice is probably inferiorly less quality, but whatevs. I didn't just spend, $150 on this fancy microphone or anything. That would be silly. Look at this beautiful piece of Yeti technology. Yeah. Blue, you're fired.
Bye.
Not so bad. Okay, so stream where we make a game because that was the whole idea. That's why we're here today. This is not actually an elaborate April Fool's joke where we just have audio problems for 3 hours and be like, "Oops, guess we're not making a game." We'll just sell everything to Asmodi North America and charge you double money for it. Okay, it seems like the audio has been stable for upwards of a minute, so we can continue. All right, so in terms of game design, there are lots of different ways you can go about designing a game. You can start with a mechanic. You can start with a theme. You can start with some mixture of the two. We tend to do either or both of these things. Red 7 came out of a mechanic completely. Games like Innovation certainly came out of a theme. The idea was history first. It would be great if I had just cut out for that entire thing. No, I didn't. Good. You were making a face like everybody on chat's like they can't hear your monologue.
I definitely just watched me lie because I was like, LOL, and I was definitely laughing to myself, but not out loud. But anyways,
Oh my
continue. Yeah, they were like,
goodness.
it's a mic setup game.
Oh
Maybe that could be our theme.
Yes, this is an elaborate setup for microphone setup, the roadie game. So yes, today we are going to go the theme route, which means we're going to start out with a story for a game, and from there we are going to build a game out of it. Wow, this screen is a mess. It is currently Notepad in front of an Illustrator window in front of our logo. That looks way better. I'm just going to put this Notepad next to Kalyana. So, and it moved to the corner. Thank you. That was such a better choice for you to do. Why did you do that, stream? Why do you hate us?
This is also like a trip for me because I have Skype open and I also have the Twitch stream and I can see my video of me, but then the one that you have that you're broadcasting is behind it. And I'm just like, what? Who is the real me? I don't know.
I have a laptop on a chair, which will be jumped on by a cat, and it has the Twitch stream open, even though it's muted, because if it wasn't muted, then... So I'm looking at Alana make her hand motions from about 20 seconds ago. And it's hilarious because there's no sound. You're just going, okay, so today's theme ideas. So what a game story is essentially, a couple of sentences describing the thing that's going on. So, like, the game story for Settlers of Catan is you gather resources and use them to build up your settlements and build the best settlement with the longest road or whatever. Very simple ideas. It could be you are penguins and you are bowling, but knocking over other penguins, and the balls are also penguins. It's called penguin bowling.
I like that.
This game already exists, so we can't do it. I have it on my shelf.
Cool.
Stuff like that. So everyone in the exciting audience can say, hello, I am this person, and this is my amazing game story idea. I'm going to start out with an idea of we are zombies, and oh no, this is trite.
The theme of the day is you can't make a game that already exists.
Yes, and every possible zombie game has already been made. Twice.
Zombies are so yesterday.
Zombies are every day.
That's true.
I lied about not copying you. Sorry. Yeah. So if you were in the chat and you want to post an idea, just throw it in there. Poof. It's amazing.
No idea is a bad idea.
That is the true statement. So this is just a pure brainstorming thing. So you can even start with a partial idea like banana. Don't start with banana. We already did that. That's a terrible idea.
It's kind of a thing already.
So here are some other ideas. We both wore the same hat, and it's embarrassing.
It is.
What do?
What?
I'm going to turn off word wrap. Ooh, wow. My computer is chugging right now. It is displeased with this use of WordPad.
Ideas too intense.
Yes. Somebody has suggested the idea. Where are Furies? Good. Don't know what that means.
Is that... I don't
That idea. We said there were no bad ideas, but we lied. Sorry, random person.
Ooh, Diggett says cowboys versus samurai. Maybe like spaghetti western combined with samurai movie. I like both cowboys and samurais.
Versus samurai in a spaghetti western.
I love spaghetti too. That's also good.
The computer is rebelling. Yes. Sadly, Notepad is wielding its mighty force of, 64K memory. And it is like, oh my god, what are you doing? Stop all the downloading, kid.
It's a bad scene. You're gonna have a bad time.
Probably things happened.
What if the cowboys and the samurai were like different items? Like, what if the cowboys were little cactus people or something like that? I'm looking at a cactus next to me and I'm like, I like cacti. I almost said cactuses and then I was like, that's not right.
Cactus people? Are they your friends? Do they have pointed remarks? Computer overlords of some kind. We're not very specific today. The computer is repelling.
This is spaghetti phase. There's no need. It's fine.
Yes. Rival storytellers with tall tales.
Cactar is our friend, not food. It's true. I like Mark Magus. Game where the computer's not powerful enough. That would be like the best, worst game ever. It'd be so frustrated the whole time.
Oh god. Not dying. Not even a little bit.
No.
Hacking game, but with terrible computers. Or just a hacking game where you just have to type on the computer a lot. Oh, I have an open window so you can actually see that.
Perfect.
That's not what I meant to do. That idea was a terrible idea. Posting things to the junk channel. So, yes, the spaghetti phase of the game design process, there really are no bad ideas. Throw everything up on the wall. If you are a game designer and you want to build something out of a theme, literally write everything down. Usually what will happen is you'll get something that's sort of an offshoot or perpendicular to one of these ideas. We're going to be like cowboys versus samurai and spaghetti. Wait, I want to do something with spaghetti. We're not going to do something with spaghetti.
Oh.
That's not a very meaty subject.
Yak, 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 yak.
Oh, Timo hat. It imbues me with determination for puns. Amazing. Yes, I am playing my own hacking game. Hello, Kate. What did I miss? Oh, Did I miss anything in the chat room?
Mythic item flea market.
Mythic item flea market.
That's pretty good.
The Mifum. That's
The Mifu.
Mifum. It works, sort of. We contractually cannot stop the segment until we fill up the notepad file.
Okay, good.
That's just how it goes. Filling up a notepad file.
Do you ever have times where you come up with a name for something and then try to build a game around that? Or for you, is it always...
No, that never happened. It definitely wasn't something called zombie speed dating 8 years ago. Zombie speed dating, 8 years ago was a great concept because, one, people still were doing the speed dating thing. And
Yeah.
two, zombies weren't overplayed yet. So we had this idea where you were a bunch of people who went into a mall and you were at a speed dating event. And then zombies attacked the mall because it's a mall, that's what happens. So you have to get out alive, but with the best possible date match. So as you're running away from the zombies, you're interviewing your potential dates and being like, oh, you're a good match with me. You should run away with me and we should repopulate the human race together.
Oh, I like that.
It was a classy theme. Surely it would have been a smash hit and wasn't just a terrible idea. Sadly, it never made it to market.
What if you did like a more modern version of it, like Vampire Tinder or something?
Vampire Tinder.
Yeah.
Swipe left. I mean, turn your head left and I'll bite your neck.
Yeah, you suck left or you suck right. You got.
You try to find all the ingredients for your restaurant. Incompetent superheroes. Or...
Oh, Vampire Tinder would be Biter.
Oh, there you go.
A+.
Yep.
Very nice.
I don't see how we're not shipping that immediately. Just start making art. Everyone on the channel, go home. We're done here.
It's over. The
We've got
brainstorming
Biter. Oh man. Some kind of retirement home theme. I can read.
You can do it, I believe in you.
So much determination. Retirement home sweater knitting. A battle of yarn. Much yarn. Very fun.
Wow, such meow.
Yes, I'm sure there's a game made for Tinder. I'm sure there are people playing games on Tinder.
Oh.
Or something. Okay, how about fairy mail service? Where you drop packages from the sky.
And you try to mess them up as much as possible.
Sorry, your letter's orange now. Suckers.
It's too real.
Oh no, it's like the real post office. Actually, the real post office was infiltrated by fairies years ago. That's why you don't get your mail. Literally. So today I learned that another pair of my 1099s that I sent out this year bounced and did not make it to their proper recipients.
Cool.
Good job, post office.
Literally one job and they don't do it.
Womp.
Wompy womp womp.
Womp 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 womp. E-media takeover. Oh, here are more ideas.
Helping a struggling TV station survive the longest before succumbing to the online media takeover.
Too real.
All I can think of is Undyne learning to knit and throwing knitting needles everywhere. You knit as hard as you possibly can.
These are spears. Boom, 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 boom.
That'd be great.
I think I actually
Can we just
have...
get Toby Fox in here and be like, please, let us make a game with you?
Oops, I'm trying to edit. Find Toby Fox. The game.
Excellent.
That's a great game. I don't know what your problem is. Oh my goodness, it's file windows. That's not what we wanted. Dude, I moved away. Hello, files. No. No, no. Whoops. That's too much file. That's what I wanted. I wanted the drive.
It's too many.
See, I was just trying to do a simple little gag where I found the sound effect for the spear and
now you're ruining everything.
And now
it's
I'm ruining
all
everything.
Blowing up.
Oh, you know what this will do? This will make the microphone break.
Oh, yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, that's not what we want to do.
It's not worth it, man.
Don't do it.
Well, I mean, it usually is.
Oh, that's Undyne walking. Oh, you can't hear the sound effects, Lana, so now you're like the opposite of the people in the stream.
Oh, that's awkward.
Yeah.
I look like an idiot, man.
Oh, man, you can't hear anything.
Aw.
What a doofus. Oh, no. That will make sad trombone the game.
Womp, womp, womp.
Womp womp. That's 3 points.
Excellent. Yeah, the more womps that you have, the more points you get.
Womp Quest.
Womp Quest.
See, that's the name for sad trombone the game.
Perfect.
Womp Quest. Except that we won't realize that in some country in Eastern Europe, womp is actually a swear. And
yeah.
You just get sued by Czechoslovakia or something. It's like, oh man, why didn't we see this coming?
Would prefer not.
We needed more international viewers on our stream.
Yeah.
They could have warned us that Womp Quest was horribly offensive to many people around the globe.
Please, somebody in Sweden, please let us know if Womp Quest is okay or not.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time before I learned that banana is actually like a weapon in, some random and previous Soviet republic, and they're just like, how dare they? Bananas are a serious issue here, and blah blah, Stan. This is the worst game ever.
No. Localization is
hard. Finding an apartment that is safe compared to having zombie infestations.
I also keep accidentally copying from one screen and pasting it almost into the chat.
I like the notion of finding a safe apartment in a post-apocalyptic world. I feel like if you did it as one of those storytelling games like Snake Oil or whatever, where you have to design a pitch. So everyone gets dealt these cards with problems with your apartment, and it's zombie world, so it could be like, millions of people died in there, or their brains in the wall, and you have to pitch it to the prospective buyer while minimizing these terrible things, being like, so I've got a great apartment for you. It's only been, murdered in once or twice, but, it's got a great refrigerator and,
Two bed, a lot of space.
The paint splattering, which may or may not be paint, is great for... Call us on Craigslist today.
Please.
Schedule an appointment. Thankfully, only 2 of those games have ever been made, so there's no competition in the marketplace. Certainly not been Kickstarter or anything.
Good.
Not thousands.
No.
No. Was there a game that started this that did really well? Like Cards Against Dog Kind or something?
Something like that. That sounds familiar.
I don't know. I might know those guys or something. Whoops. Finding a not terrible roommate on Craigslist.
In a world where everybody's zombie, vampire, werewolf, whatever. That's pretty good. You know, living in New York, like that feels very real to me. I'm like, yep.
Um, Suddenly, billionaire banshee. I don't know what that is.
It's Billionaire Banshee.
It sounds like an NES game from the 80s that
That's not
sold
a bad thing.
800 copies and nobody's ever heard of, but it's good.
Oh, it's actually like a real thing?
No, it sounds
No.
like it. Like April Fools.
I know. I can't keep track. I'm an idiot.
But I would totally believe it if that were true. Like if
Yeah.
somebody was like, "Well, actually, I've got this Billionaire Banshee, cartridge here, and it has this bloop bloop music." Um, oh no, Billionaire Banshee is actually a real game. What?
What?
We've been double duped. This is terrible.
Oh no. It's
Alana, did you make a technical difficulty slide? Or we can just go,
do
boo?
do do do.
We actually should make that for
Yeah, we
future
should
streams because that would
actually.
be awesome. I would love to be able to push a button and just have elevator music play with like a picture of Kalyana with a broken computer just going,
Eh.
oh no!
Only if it's the
Whoopsie
massive
doodle.
music, please.
um, the good news is that 24 people have stayed to listen to us babble incoherently about potential
Fantastic.
game titles.
You guys are the real MVPs.
Wait, it's a Kickstarter? What?
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 Chris, are you hiding back there?
Oh, we got duped into advertising for somebody's Kickstarter that already ended. Okay, Billionaire Banshee is actually a thing.
Oh, that
And
looks really cute.
all right, free advertising for that dude. Whatever.
Oh well.
Oh yeah, all right. Billionaire Banshee is out. It's already been done. Sorry, Billionaire Banshee.
Billionaire Banshee.
It's a good. See, it was a good name for a game.
Yeah.
But we'll get to titles later. Titles is not where we're at right now. Finding a catchy title for a game is hugely important. It is one of the things that people don't do well, and it's why all of my games on Board Game Geek have like one-word titles, and other games have like 8-word titles. That's okay if it's like Through the Ages: A Tale of Civilization. It's not as good when it's like 3 words that are boring and don't fit together. Oh no, JP's only here for a bit.
JP!
Hey JP, how's it going?
I feel I remember when we were working on Red 7 as well, that was originally titled just Red.
Mm-hmm.
You specifically changed the name to 7 so people would be able to find it easier, because it's like you can't really go on the internet and type in Red and find the game that you're looking for.
No, not even Board Game Geek. If you type in Red on Board Game Geek, it changes the screen to red. Not a good website. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back. Alana, you must entertain the masses.
Oh God.
Oh no.
All right, that's fine. I'm actually, so it looks like I'm partially distracted because I am working on Innovation Deluxe stuff right now. For anyone who is following us with that, we're remaking Innovation plus 2 new expansions. So a lot of times this is my job, is just sitting here, not really being that helpful, but working on design stuff while Chris is doing something helpful. So, hey, what's up, Oleg Man 13? Yeah, so we are brainstorming right now. We're in the spaghetti phase, we call it, where you just throw a bunch of spaghetti at the wall. And we're trying to think up an idea for a game. It could be awesome. It could be horrible. Who knows? But we like to do something fun for April Fool's Day. So Chris had this idea like 2 days ago. He was like, what if we got on Twitch and we made a game? It can be like, we can get people's ideas, have them help us. They can kind of get a little peek at the way Chris makes games, because Chris makes games very well. And I was like, oh, yeah, we should do that. Coming downstairs. Cats and bananas. These are all good ideas.
Bananas,
He'll add them
yes.
he'll add them all to the list.
Right now, I am checking the social medias to continue posting about our stream to everybody.
Yeah.
Yes. Because that's awesome.
What is the fastest turnaround time we've ever had for a game? Was it Meow?
Meow is the fastest actual turnaround for a game because
That
that
was
was like that day.
ridiculous. Yeah. I remember that went to the printer like that night.
Yeah, it was too fast.
I don't know. It worked. It worked.
Yes, it did work.
Yeah. Our one of our artists, he is a super all-star. He and who was it also Maya worked on that too?
Yes, Maya, which is now his wife now,
Oh
then
yes, that's
fiance.
right. Yeah. They like knocked
Maya
out
drew kitties.
all those illustrations in like 2 hours. They were like, "Here you go. Here's a bunch of cute stuff," and we were like, "Oh my god, I
That's
can't believe
that's a
that
lot of
happened."
cute stuff.
Yeah, Meow is one of those games too where I get random friends. Some of them I haven't spoken. They're friends I went to college with or something. They'll be like, "My roommate had this game, and I flipped it over, and on the back, like I saw your name. Like, do you work for this company? Like, what is this game?" And I'm like, "Oh, Meow, Meow is a treat. That is a great game."
Cast them meow what they are actually saying. Ivy, for example, is sitting on the couch. You can't see her because she's over there, and my camera is taped to the wall. Like, that is a
He's very
non-mobile camera.
so high.
Um, yeah, not the most mobile installation. Oof, sorry. Yeah, so I was sick for Anime Boston last week, and mostly better, but every so often my lungs are like, should you really be talking for 3 hours? I don't
Whoops.
know.
Whoopsie doodle.
We're just gonna have this show every week, every Friday afternoon. We're just gonna have like a free foam, free foam,
Free
free
foam.
flowing, free flowing live stream podcast something thing. We're gonna have so many viewers because
Very
we're
good.
cool
Yay.
and stuff.
Yay.
Yeah. Okay, so now that we have brainstormed a bunch, we should probably start narrowing things down. So let's go back and look over what we've got. So we are zombies. Oh no, this is right. We both wear the same hat. These are just dumb things that I typed. Cowboys versus samurai in a spaghetti western. Western omelet, actually. Cactus people. Are they your friends? Are they pointy? Computer overlords. The computer itself is rebelling, and that is the theme. Rival storytellers telling tall tales. Hacking a game, but with terrible computers, so you can't hack very well, and it's just embarrassing all around. The mythic item flea market. That's actually pretty fun.
I like that.
That is one of my. I'm going to put a star next to it.
Yeah.
The star means better. Filling up a notepad file, even bad ideas. We have vampire Tinder. I mean, this is like 8 stars. How do you lose to Biter? We should actually just start that and make $1 million and just screw this whole games business thing.
Yep.
Because I know that most of the people in the dating pool are vampires. And I know this having been in the dating pool, sometime in the past 10 years. Except not.
It's rough, buddy.
We got incompetent superheroes. Restaurant. I like the notion of growing a restaurant in a pot. Like, it just pops out, and then Gordon Ramsay comes like, your plant is shit. It's like, do you even...
God, look! You can't!
Did you even prune these trees? What the hell?
Throw this game in the garbage. Sorry, Gordon.
Now it's... Oh, no. Retirement home sweater knitting. We've got the fairy mail service where you drop packages from the sky and or ruin them. I actually like this idea because fairies. E-media takeover. We've got the struggling TV station where you have to stay alive. It's too real and sad. And then just Netflix kills you.
You go home and your wife has left you. That's a
Oh,
card.
no.
And it's like, oh God. No.
Sorry, everybody in the stream.
No.
Yes, we are in 720, 30 frames per second. Oof. Yes, I wish we could do 1080, but we can't because Twitch is a butt. Maybe someday when we're really famous, if you all subscribe and then we go up to like 40 subscribers, then I mean Twitch will call me on the spot. Like, you have 40 subscribers to your board game channel? Dude, we don't have any board game channels on Twitch. Like, can we just throw money at you?
That dream.
Like, yeah. We got Find Toby Fox the game. You find him and then it's just like the dog music plays, like do 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 do.
Perfect.
You didn't find anybody. Sad Trombone the game, which is sadly offensive to many countries around the world because Womp Quest means, I don't know. What if Womp was actually offensive and we've just been making fun of it this whole time?
Maybe. We would look like
I'm gonna get so many. I'm gonna get like a Conan level of angry letters from around the globe. Let's just piss off every country everywhere.
I'm actually like going on Urban Dictionary right now to see if Womp is in there.
I hope not.
Oh no, it's actually like the most safe for work thing I've ever seen on Urban Dictionary.
No. Yeah, we'll get Geek and Sundry to call us up. Hey, Geek and Sundry, do you want to watch us make games? What? You want us to give you $50,000? Okay, no.
We're doing a great job.
Oh boy, Geek and Sundry. In a world with. Oh, you know what? We should have a game where you have to say "in a world" before you do every action. Like, all right, I'm gonna move in a world from this space to that space.
Perfect.
And then I'm gonna take one wood in a world where there are forests. I'll take that token. Oh, I actually need a brick in a world where a fireplace needs to be built.
Yeah, that wouldn't want to make me punch all my friends. Not at all.
That's a great game. We don't even need to play test that because we don't want to. Cats and raincoats. I mean, how can you argue with cats and raincoats? That's
cats and raincoats.
Useful.
I like that.
Silly Renaissance, parody of medieval games, and then Cats That Meow. Ivy is still asleep on the couch. Good job, Ivy. You are contributing.
Ivy is the hardest working employee.
Oh, Conan is in Conan O'Brien. Back when he was new, he had this whole bit where he tried to make fun of every country in the globe just to see how much hate mail he could get from those countries.
I remember those.
And this, he just say ridiculous things about like Azerbaijan, or they'd be like, "How dare you? Wait, you noticed us? That's pretty cool." He wound up going to Finland and jumping into a very cold ocean in the middle of the winter. Good television.
What a wonderful man.
This would be a great time for like Conan O'Brien to come on as a cameo. Be like, and here's Conan.
And by the
way, April Fools.
I'd touch his I'd be banned from the studio forever because I'd be like, let me touch your hair, please.
All right, so my favorite ideas are the Mythic Item Flea Market, the Fairy Mail Service, and, well, I mean, Biter, but I mean, we're going to have to save Biter for
Can Biter be a real game?
Business thing.
Good.
So, all right, I'm going to copy these down further into the notepad. Oh, wow, this computer cannot run Notepad. That's great. It's not like this is a 16 gigabyte RAM machine.
Yeah, that's unusual.
God damn it.
Maybe your computer is being slowed down trying to connect to 5 different mics at once.
I'm sure that's not it.
Could be.
I'm sure that is actually it.
Yep. I don't just say things, Chris.
That's obviously too much. Okay, so we've got these two ideas. And what those are right now, those are broad ideas. So the Mythic Item Flea Market and the Fairy Mail Service drop packages from the sky and or ruins them. That should have an S on it so that it doesn't sound like a 5-year-old is trying to say this and make this game. Oh, and or ruins them. Oh man, grammar. Oh, we're just gonna make a game about grammar fixes. That'll be popular.
Yeah, let's make flashcards.
Yay! Flashcards, the game!
I'll play it.
No.
I'm a square. That's fine.
I just want to play with flashcards. Is that a problem? Okay. So, from these general ideas, we need to make an actual, like, a game story, which is a statement. Like, for Mythic Item, Flea Market could be, you are going to the flea market. and you want to buy the best items. Like, that would be a game story. That is something where you can start building mechanics out of it. So what can we do with these things? I'm going to simplify Fairy Mail Service, because that was actually closer to an actual thing. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, look at these fancy notepad bullet points. This is so cool.
Ooh.
So, trying to ruin packages the most. Star best. So you start out with this package, and then, like, what is the most number of things you can do to it just to ruin it before it gets there? Like, you know, somebody shipped you a hamster, and you turned it blue and also into an eagle. That would be... That's actually... That idea isn't bad. Maybe we can combine these ideas. Like, the Fairy Mail Service is how you get your thing from the Mythic Item Flea Market.
Ooh, yeah.
Like, you go to the flea market to buy things.
Because I really love the Mythic Flea Market item. Or idea. Item idea.
Yeah,
word.
what if everyone goes to the Mythic Item Flea Market and they pick the thing, but as people are buying things, you're sort of putting onto them the things the Fairy Mail Service are going to do to that item before it gets to them, therefore making their purchases more ridiculous and or worse.
Yeah, that's... So it's kind of like that Rick and Morty episode where the devil keeps like giving you items you want, except something horrible happens when you get them.
Monkey's Paw, the game.
Yeah.
What are the horrible consequences of buying this block of cheese? Well, actually, it'll turn you into a potato.
Oh my god.
Oh no! But it's still good.
Oh.
I could still eat it.
Or what if you just like get a block of cheese that makes you lactose intolerant? Like real consequences.
Oh no, it's a cheese that makes you lactose intolerant as you eat it?
Yes.
That is the worst cheese!
I know!
You get like one bite and then your stomach's like, I don't know what you thought you were doing here, but...
No, man.
That's a terrible idea.
Because I feel like so many games reward you with points as you do something good. What if you started with your pool of points in the beginning and you want to lose the least possible? You want the least horrible things get taken, have the highest score still at the end. But
yeah,
take away instead of giving to you.
All right, we've officially started to combine these things.
Very good.
I think that's what we're going with. I think this idea is good. All right, so the Mythic Item Flea Market / Fairy Mail Service. So in some way, you are buying things at the MIFM. They get sent via FUMUS.
FUMUS.
The FUMUS. Which may completely ruin them. So, yes. So in some way, the game starts with a flea market. So there's a flea market out there, and it's got these items. You know, it could be something as simple as like cheese and a cat, and I don't know. And then, oh, somebody's getting arrested.
Yep, sorry. I live in New York City. I'm sorry, everybody. Every time I'm like, oh, I'm on a Skype call. It's like, as much noise as humanly possible.
Cab drives through your window.
Oh my god.
Worst. So, which may completely ruin them. So somehow the items get all of these effects that make them worse because the mail service just, you know, is screwing with you. And the result at the end being, what you got, which could have pluses or minuses or things. I don't know. So, like, if you wanted to buy a vase, but then you got it and it was actually full of spiders.
Oh no,
Oh, God.
God!
Oh,
I love
no.
it and I hate it. I hate it because I love it.
Or what if instead you got a vase, but it just played the Muppet music from Undertale all day?
Oh God,
And then spiders poured out.
no! I
Oh,
mean, yes,
zero
yes, it's
viewers.
really
People didn't
good.
like that.
It's I don't know. Spiders.
Probably not spider. All right. We're officially no spiders.
No, I like it. No, you gotta go. You gotta
Uh,
go for it. I hate it,
um,
but I love it. Seriously, I can picture the cards already with like a vase. It's like on the card's title card. It's like vase parentheses full of spiders.
or what if like things had adjectives like so you have this vase, and a vase is valuable and a trinket and a few other things. And um, as people are buying things, you can put down these face down fairy mail service effects, like painted orange makes something no longer valuable. So you get your vase, but it's not a valuable item anymore.
Hmm.
And that has some sort of negative effect on your scoring or something. So, all right, why are we at the Mythic Item Flea Market? Who are we?
Hmm.
Who are we? Why are we buying things? What is our goal? So who would go to a Mythic Item Flea Market?
I would. Me, a
Alana.
person.
We are all Alana.
Yes. Good.
That's
This game's about me.
woo.
What if you're like specifically it's a mythic flea market. So what if you're like a magician in training or something
Mm-hmm.
and you have a school project or I don't know, your like senpai sent you to go pick up something for a party at the mythic flea market. That's a spaghetti idea.
Right. Magicificans.
You're like a low level wizard, like the shittiest wizard the world ever did see.
Oh, the saddest wizard. Oh no. All I can think of, because we just played Day of the Tentacle like yesterday, is what's his name? Depressed guy in the bedroom. Uh
Oh,
Craig or something. He's got that awesome music. It's like
oh man, I oh, it's gonna drive me crazy. As speaking of
uh
ideas, I'm gonna look him up.
yes, Day of the Tentacle now available on PS4, which is awesome.
Da
It's
da
all
da!
remastered. I remember that game from forever ago.
I know I haven't played
Uh,
this yet.
so we're some sort of low-level wizards and or witches. Gotta be inclusive,
That's right.
and maybe a toad.
What if, because everyone's gonna expect the witches to be the girls and the wizards to be the boys? What if they were reversed and the boys
Oh,
were witches and the
that's
girls were wizards?
that's just, I don't know if we can be that edgy.
Out the edge.
um, what I mean is we'll call everyone's a toad. Actually, everyone's just a toad.
Oh, so ugly.
Oh no! What? Toads are attractive and
No,
wonderful. Oh no!
toads are ugly.
um, maybe you're a supervillain decorating your lair.
Oh, I like that idea too.
Classy. Collector of rare artifacts. Suddenly I'm getting Reciteer vibes. Oh, Reciteer. Item Shapu. Um. Oh boy. So we are somebody's. Maybe. So
Maybe.
maybe you could be any of these things. Maybe each player is this different role looking for a different thing.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh. Ah.
Aha!
Maybe you could be a male witch after all. Actually, a
Aha!
male witch sounds like a sandwich, and it's probably inappropriate. Oh no. We've been sued again.
God.
Oh good, now the wind is blowing the door and slamming it against the microphone. Good job, door. Boy, it's so nice to be staring at this very expensive microphone that I'm not talking into.
Ah.
Oh, I'm so angry. I am assuming this will work fine when I am not on Skype, but that being said, I would love to be able to talk on Skype. Actually, what this might wind up being is XSplit being garbage and having to move on to OBS.
BS
Because
forever, man.
yeah, I know.
It's the best.
I paid for this thing. I thought it was good.
Now.
Oh well.
You should apply that theory to the game, in which just because you pay for something doesn't mean it's good.
Exactly. So maybe we are lots of different things. Maybe we are a mixture of magicians, collectors, supervillains, or, just somebody's grandmother who went to the wrong flea market by accident and wants to buy a gift for her kid that doesn't turn them into a toad.
That'd be ideal.
And so that would mean that our specific goals are varied. And so we don't necessarily all have the same specific goal, but our overall game goal is to satisfy a specific need of our character. So you're trying to get out of the flea market with whatever type of thing your character wants. So, what makes this hard? The game or other players mess with your stuff. Fairy mail service.
I'm gonna sneeze.
No.
Oh, don't look at me, Cam. I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, no, it's gone.
Oh, what's going on? Oh, the stream just got to mail witches.
Mail witches.
That was a while ago. That was like 10 minutes ago. I wonder how far behind the stream is.
I don't know.
That's amazing. I'm going to check on the thing again. Alright, that is actually an important email, which I cannot answer now.
Of course you would get an important email while you're streaming. Always.
That's how this works. Yes. Oh, one notification. Okay, nothing important. Basically, I'm making sure like Reddit hasn't taken down our post or something. Because, well, actually, that moderator's gone, so never mind. Ooh, 28 upvotes on tabletop game design. That's fancy.
Nice.
So many upvotes. It's like a boat full of upvotes.
Thanks, everyone. You're all real pals.
Yeah, I like the notion of these items being there and then just some number of enchantments being thrown on them by the fairy mail service. Or the fairy delivery service. I think, actually, fairy delivery service sounds better just vocally. I think fairy mail service looks fine as text, but when you say fairy mail service, probably it doesn't sound right. And yeah, no.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I agree.
Nope. And FDS isn't anything. Is it?
Fids.
Is FDS anything?
I will be tasked with typing it into Google and seeing what I get.
Alana, Google things and see if you wind up horrified.
I know. Let me look in the images. Nope, we're good.
Look at the image. Don't look at the images.
Oh my god. I
Instant
gotta
Google
be
image
sure. I
search.
gotta be sure it's safe for everybody.
Safe for work.
I never said my job was easy.
Oh boy. I thought FDS was something.
It's like it looks like it's some kind of um like
FDS.
business thing, like investments and stuff, but seems to be pretty safe.
Oh, let's look at the disambiguation. This is an important and exciting part of titling and doing things in your game.
Yay!
When you learn, oh my god, innovation is actually the name of a murder factory in Chicago, and you're like, well, guess
Whoop,
we gotta call it something else.
whoopsie doodle.
Don't know why you built a murder factory. That seems like a bad idea.
Not ideal.
Why'd you have all those robots? Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Family computer disk system.
Yep.
Oh, Famicom disk system. Yeah, I'm not really worried about overlapping with the Famicom. Um,
But it's
think
so
that's out
relevant.
of date.
We do our very best to take localization into consideration.
Yeah, like no one ever does. To catch overlaps is our real test.
Yes.
Just gonna deadpan the entire Pokemon theme with one word substituted. Each line.
I was like, I wonder how much farther he's gonna go. How much is he gonna commit? Let's find out.
Oh, to finish, this is my cause.
Oh God.
What? 0 viewers again? Oh no.
Twitch
That's
just
how
shuts
this
down the channel.
goes.
They're like, get out. Oh God.
This is what it's like to work on games every day.
Okay.
This could be your life.
And I feel like people are like, wow, really? This is how it starts, but this is how it starts.
Yeah, there's a disturbing amount of myth and nonsense out there that one, working in games is unprofitable, and two, that it's not fun. And I don't get it. I do not get it. You know, obviously it's not easy to just sell something and make lots of money. But if you do stuff and you work hard and you're not a business doofus, so you remember that items have costs and shipping isn't free, let me see every single Kickstarter out there, you can actually make money at it. And if you do these things, you can actually do this all the time. Take some time to build it up, but it's real. One of the silliest things that's happening on Kickstarter as of late are all of these huge, giant Kickstarters where lots of money is made for Kickstarter and for the US Postal Service because you've got free shipping or ridiculously low backer levels. And then the company's like, yay, we sold 7,000 games. I'm going to buy a sandwich. I'm like,
exactly
well, if you had done some basic business stuff and studied what your profit levels were at these levels, you would have been doing better. This is with the exception of certain cases like Exploding Kittens, where they just literally printed money, and everyone's like, $40 for a card game? That's something I want to pay for. And
good for them.
then they bought a boat.
I'm glad for them.
Maybe they bought a boat. I don't know.
I hope they did.
I feel like buying a boat in Chicago is something Max Temple would do.
Yeah, probably.
He's just like, I'm going to drive this boat down the street.
I could see that.
Take that, everybody else. Okay. So we've got some ideas here. So in terms of duration of game, at this point we need to start looking at how short or long or what the scope of this game is going to be. It doesn't feel like it wants to be a super intense, long, drawn-out game. This feels like the kind of game you want to play in 15 to 20 minutes, or maybe a couple different rounds over half an hour. But I don't think it even makes it to the 1 hour range, just because the ideas here are fairly simple. You're just trying to muck with items, trying to make some sort of funny thing happen. Get in, get out. One of my central game design tenets is you should only be going on as long as the game is fun, and as long as there is fun to be had. As you can see from things like Banana, where literally that time is 20 seconds. And that is the amount of fun you are eligible to have with a copy of When There's a Banana. You can repeat that thing, but that is how long the game should be. DFS is stuff also. Oh wait, somebody... No. Nobody found anything. So, gosh. How is this going to work? So, the simplest possible way to make this work would be to give each item a base number value, like a vase starts out at 4, and if you give it an adjective or a special magic effect that is full of spiders, you subtract 2 points from the value of that card.
Mm-hmm.
And then, that's sad.
Aw.
But you have a vase, but it's full of spiders, so it's only worth 2 points.
God, don't want it.
Shouldn't have gotten the vase. That works and will be functional, but there's not anything really interesting about it. The only way you can make that game interesting is to make everything face down, and I don't feel like that's going to be quite interesting enough. So I feel like, what if adjectives gave different gameplay effects? So somebody's asking in the chat, akin to Love Letter or even Dominion. And I have no idea how long the delay on this is, so maybe he asked that an hour ago, and I just feel like a jerk.
Nah, it just came up. You're good.
Yeah, that's one of the things we could be doing. Obviously, we'll make a deck builder. Nobody's done that before. Right?
No, not at all.
I do like the adjectives idea better, because, yeah. But what you could wind up with is something where that basic item value is a thing about the item, but not the only thing about the item.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say a vase. I'm going to switch between vase and vase every time I say it, just to confuse people.
That's April Fools!
Take that, pronunciation. Or pronunciation, as we say it here in Boston.
Baston.
So maybe the base value of a card is important for something. Like a vase starts out at 4, and if you add spiders, as we said, to it, which are Lana's favorite,
no.
it's -2. But in addition to that effect, it has some sort of adjective effect, like spiders add the adjective disgusting, or
yes.
Because that's what would happen if you put spiders in a vase. It would be terrible.
So oh, it'd be awful. Nightmare.
Or maybe the adjective, no, that's pretty much all the spiders are. But maybe...
No one thinks spiders are cute. Nobody.
Maybe you could add an effect that animates the vase and makes it living. So, this vase card is in the flea market, and it's worth 4 points. It is these 2 adjectives. It's elegant, and it is blue. I don't know, it's blue vase. And face down, somebody's put a spiders card on it, and somebody's put an animated card on it, so that when those cards are eventually revealed, when you find out what the vase is that you actually got, it's a blue, elegant, disgusting, living vase. And based on just the values of it, it's worth 3 points, because it was 4, -2, let's say animated is +1. So there's 3 points for that thing, but also those adjectives are worth some other amount to your character based on your needs. Like maybe you're somebody who likes living things, so every living thing you have is worth 5 bonus points. And so your score is some sort of combination between the base values of the items and the adjective values of what attributes get thrown on there. This is like the... I have a friend who thinks spiders are cute. That's
what? Carpe Guitarum, you tell them they're wrong.
You fool.
Everyone's entitled to their opinions except that spiders are cute. That is wrong.
That's the truth. So, maybe we've got the situation where the value of a given item varies depending on which player gets it. So somebody might not want the spider-filled vase, but maybe another character is actually literally Muffet and
Yeah.
wants spiders.
Yeah. She'd want so many.
She'd be like, spiders, that's worth 50 points.
Yes.
Anybody want to donate to a spider bake sale?
Only $6. Get a
Only
donut.
$6. Oh my god, this notepad file. What happened?
You're breaking everything again?
Yeah, breaking everything.
Ah.
I like enchantments as the things that fairies do to the items.
Could that maybe? Well, no. The fairies are supposed to be. So are the fairies messing it up, or could the fairies maybe purify an item? So maybe they take the vase full of spiders and they make it not full of spiders anymore. So you just have a pretty vase.
Yeah, I think the fairies could have lots of different effects. They could be positive or negative.
Okay.
Um,
So you could have a jerk fairy where you pull the jerk fairy card and it makes the spiders also full of spider eggs.
Oh god,
That it's
no,
just explode into more spiders.
That's too much. Suddenly, this game became spiders everything.
My least
Oh,
favorite
damn it, fairies! Why you gotta ruin everything?
Because if you think about it, really, there's got to be some fairies out there in the world that would just be rude.
Yeah.
They'd be bored and eternal, so they're I'm just gonna play a bunch of pranks.
I'm just gonna turn your cheesecake orange.
Yeah. Think about it.
So the enchantments could change both the base value so adjectives affects things. Spider delivery service.
No.
This is the best Miyazaki ever.
No, I don't want it.
Oh god, they'd be so good at drawing it too. There'd just be spiders crawling across the screen with a package on them.
Oh no.
The new game is called Make Alana Cry, the musical.
I don't like this game. I want to play something else.
Oh, can't we just play Munchkin? So is there anything more interesting we can do beyond this this base value and adjectives thing? I feel like that is the beginning of a mechanic and not the end of it. So welcome again to everyone who has popped in since we began. We are now in our second hour of streaming our crazy April Fool's Day game design from scratch thing. We have decided on an amazing theme, which is what was it, mystical item? No. It was the mythic item flea market.
God, I love that.
Mythic item, yeah, that's a good name. Mythum isn't the best adjective, or acronym rather, but we'll get there. Mythic item flea market, which you go to and you buy mythic items. But since there are customs restrictions, they have to be shipped to your house by the fairy delivery service. Unfortunately for you, or maybe fortunately for you, the fairy delivery service likes to cast random enchantments on items that they deliver. So the vase that you purchased may wind up arriving full of spiders, or animated, or a bomb. Why did you turn into a bomb? Well, we're jerks.
Yeah, the rudest fairy does that.
That is the rudest fairy possible. So yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna ask how during your process like this, how do you decide at what point do you decide how many players you want it to be, and do you find that kind of affects the decisions you make? For an example, for a game like this, you could tailor it that if it's meant for 2 to 4 people, a mechanic could be kind of a take that, you're supposed to mess with your opponents. When does that factor in for you?
Player count is usually one of the things that stays more in flux during playtesting. with some exceptions. I mean, sometimes you know off the bat that it's going to be a 2 or a 4-player game.
Mm-hmm.
But usually that is a later-ish decision. Although as of late, I've been trying to tailor things so they hit the broad 2 to 5 player market, because that is kind of what you're looking for. For this game, I feel like this game could work anywhere from 2 to 5. Probably is going to be best with 4 or 5 because you've got lots of players and effects going out there.
Mm-hmm.
A 2-player version of this might be very tactical instead of silly, because you know exactly who you're screwing over with your spider. Really, it's like it's you. You get the spider.
Yes. There can be only one.
Spider party.
Interesting.
Um, oof. So, all right. We are going to take a 5-minute break while I rest my voice and get water and stuff. So everyone sit tight, and I'm gonna go back. Oh no! If I start the music again, it might ruin the microphone.
Oh no!
Oh, shenanigans.
Shoot.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Oh boy. I mean, you fixed it fairly quickly.
Yeah. Oh boy.
I'm nervous.
It sounds like I can still be heard. Say something, Alana?
Something.
Yes. All right, I'm gonna turn the music back on.
Okay.
This is the intermission music.
We'll be right back. Don't leave. So I'm just gonna sit here awkward. Ah! Good. Okay. Yep. All right. I will be right back.
Can you hear me, Alana? Okay. Don't. Okay, I'm gonna come back in now. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Ivy is sad. I was going to show a picture of Ivy to everybody, then she decided to run away. Now she is sitting on the floor. Adorable. Oh, the music stopped because I did the thing. Yes, XSplit is not being a jerk today.
Hooray!
Amazing. Hi, Ivy. Ivy, would you like to be personable and talk to everybody on the live stream?
Ivy! Yeah. Get out here, Ivy.
Come here, Ivy.
Yeah, Ivy's the real star.
Here is Ivy.
Oh, there's Ivy!
Ivy says hello.
10 out of 10 cat stream.
Best cat stream.
Would follow again.
Yes. Oh.
What a
Ivy's
sweet
like, I'm gonna murder everybody. Get me off this stupid television thing. Here, you can go on the table, Ivy. You're the best table cat. Okay. So, we have returned from our, maybe it was about 5 minutes, but I don't know, break. So, while I was upstairs, I had ideas.
Oh, that was fast.
Well, that's what you have to. Sometimes you need to step away for a second, and then you get places.
Nice.
Okay, so let's talk about ideas. Oh, that looks terrible. Okay, so we have this flea market. What if it was more of an auction? Because as much as a flea market is a nice mechanic, an auction mechanic is kind of where you want stuff to be. So there's some number of items in the market. I'm capitalizing all the words because this is Great Britain, and that's what we're going to do here.
Ideas! I'm ideaing!
Every word is capitalized. No.
Color with a U, with a U.
Look at all that blue mana. Oh, that was funny to nobody. Well, Ivy has been relegated to Window Cat. Good job, Ivy.
There she goes.
There are some number of items in the market. And it's going to be, let's say, for a 4-player game, there's like 6 items out there, maybe something like 7. A little bit more than the number of players, but not a huge number. Wait, can you... Yes, audio. Audio, good.
Yep.
Yay. I was like, oh no, the microphone is broken again.
Well, that would be silly if you were talking to no one this whole time.
That would have been the first hour of our show. Thanks and welcome back. We'll be canceled by morning. Good job, NBC.
Deserve this.
So some number of items in the market, 2 to 3x player count. And let's say that you have some sort of currency, and I'm holding nothing in my hand to display this. I don't know why I did that. But it would be handheld currency, not giant currency.
What if it was, here, I will hold it for you.
Good. That is the currency.
Good, okay.
So you pay those for items.
So I give a bean and I get a hair clip. Okay.
Okay, so you have bid a bean and a hair clip for this vase, and what you have received is spiders.
No! I hate this game!
That's actually the title of the game.
What you have received
What you have received is spiders, sir.
That rolls right off the tongue. That's great.
There we go. Remember what I was saying earlier about having a nice, catchy, short title?
Yep.
This is what you have received as spiders, sir, is really the best short and Google searchable title.
I mean, the more words in it, the easier it is to find, right? You got like you got 7 words that you can search for now. Great. Oh.
I'm typing it into Google to see what comes back.
You're
All
typing
right.
in what you have received as spider, sir?
I typed in what you have received as Spider, sir, and the first hit is the dispatches and letters of Vice Admiral Nelson,
What?
which has a letter about a brig spider on a ship.
Okay. Let's see, we all learned something. Hooray.
Brig Spider Victory at the HMS Victory at Sea, 4th October, 1804. Sir, I have received your letter. That must be where it got it from. Okay, good job, Google. You just brought us to a turn of the 19th century sailing vessel of Her Majesty's Royal Navy, which had in fact received spiders, sir.
Perfect. Nobody click on, if you search for that, don't click on the images because you'll get a bunch of scary looking spiders, and I wish I hadn't done it.
That's what we call a mistake.
That was, I've made a huge, I honestly, I don't know what I expected.
Okay, anyways, so you get some
Yes.
number of items in the market. And a mechanic that I've seen done a few times, and sometimes well, sometimes less well, is what you can call a gradual auction, which is you go around the table several times, putting down your currency on items, slowly bidding up what you are going to go for. So the way I would see this working in practice is several rounds where you place a coin item, and these would be color-coded coins somehow. You place a coin on an item, and then you play an enchantment. Maybe that one, maybe not. At the end of the rounds, the highest bid on each item gets it. So whoever put the most coins on an item gets that item. And then all enchantments on that item are revealed. So let's say we go around the table. I don't know. Everyone has 5 coins, so they get to use 5 coins and play up to 5 cards. 5 might be a lot of cards. Wishy-washy. And then at the end of the round, you'll get 1 or 2 or 3 items. And so people are kind of bidding on items, which is how they will pick what they get. And then going back to the earlier system, items are worth some number of points, and then maybe some bonuses for adjectives that match what your character wants. So the vase starts out beautiful. Let's say there's a statue of a bear that starts out large and intimidating. And somebody might play a reverse spell on it, which changes large to small. And so the large bear is no longer large. And you are sad, because you now have the wrong kind of bear statue.
Oh no.
Like a fool.
Uh-oh.
Oh, terrible. The nice things about this, it's really simple. Your turn is put a coin down, put a card face down. That's really easy.
Mm-hmm.
And this seems viable. Maybe you have like 10 coins. Okay, let's thinking. So maybe you start out with 10 coins. Every single round you have 10 coins. You're going to get some number of items no matter what. And each turn, you put down 1 to 3 coins on an item, and you place an enchantment on any item. It doesn't have to be the one you're bidding on. So figuring out which items you really want to bid on is a sort of guessing, bluffing game. You know what cards you've put down, but you don't necessarily know what cards other people have put down. And that's where some of the intrigue comes in. And managing how much of that information is public versus not public would be the interesting difficulty. And how you sort of play against other players. Maybe every single item in the flea market has 2 spaces for enchantments, and one is face up and one is face down. So you have some information as the game goes on, or as the round goes on. So let's say there are 4 players, everyone has 5 cards, and there are 10 items. That's a lot of items. No. Math. Oh, right. We want to have it be the magical numbers, don't we? Except we can't. 4 players times 5 cards equals 20 slots. That's gonna be too many.
Mark Magus says with the play multiple coins, you can play coins on more than one item, but you can only play cards when you've played at least one coin.
Yeah, something like that could work out.
But yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, fixing this. These are little twiddly bits. I feel like this structure is good. It's not quite right yet, but the general idea of putting out enchantments and putting out bids at the same time gradually is a fun and compelling mechanic. So figuring out exactly how cards go out face up or face down and how many coins that means you can bid is interesting. And do players all have the same cards, or is it random? Like, do I draw the spider card, or do we just give the spider card to Alana every round?
Every round!
That's what you get.
No. I came out to have a nice time, and I'm honestly feeling so attacked right now.
Oh no. Worst game ever. What it could mean is that so you have secretly your character, and let's say like for the first round nobody knows what your character is, and at the end of the first round, it could be this is just a 1-round game, and you just do this once and that's the game, or it might be that you do it a couple times. That's the game. I don't know quite how long a bidding round is going to take. Wishwash. This is that fun part of game design where I have to mush all of the ideas together and make it actually work.
That is... You do seem to go through a lot of iterations before something's done.
This is what we do.
Yep. This is the hard part. Coming up with the ideas is the easy.
This is the hard part. So I want there to be a finite number of slots per card. Because I think if you just keep stacking enchantments on a card, it's going to get too crazy, and it's going to be too hard to adjudicate. It could be that a card gets 3 slots. I would be okay with that. Because 3 is more exciting than 2. 4 is too many. That is right out. So, we want to have 5 players? Ooh, that was bad.
This is usually the part of the game development process in which I am not around for, because Chris comes back after like 24 hours and he's like, I solved it. That's good.
Stop. All right, I've decided that we don't care about two-player games right now.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, 2 players times no friends. That's so
Oh,
sad. 8 cards, it's a lot. But that might be reasonable. You really want to have 10 items out there for... So that would be 9 items. Uh, 1.7 per player. I can do math, right?
you can. I've seen you do it sometimes.
Okay, so... Wait, that's not 8 items, that's 10 items. Oh, no.
Hmm.
Oof. That's bad. 1.6 per player, that's what we want. Ooh, excuse me. So, in a 4-player game, everybody's getting between 2 and 3 items, maybe 1, maybe 4. In a 3-player game, everybody's going to be between 2 and 4 items. In a 2-player game, you're getting between 3 and 5 items. In a 5-player game, I feel like the 5-player game is where it starts to fall apart. That's not very many items.
So is this the kind of situation where this might affect you limiting the number? This might be a point where you're like, okay, this is going to be a 4-player game. Like, do you try to
maybe.
do you try to accommodate for the 5, or are you just like, okay, if 5 is going to be too hard, it's just a 4-player game?
Well, for a short design process like this, we might go down to 4 just to keep ourselves sane.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things I'm more concerned about right now is this means there are 10 items out there to start the game, and if each item is going to have 3 enchantments below it, that's going to become a very busy table very fast.
Mm-hmm.
So, that becomes a problem. So we might need to have less items in play during each round, which is less exciting, but also probably better. Game design is difficult.
You sound
Welcome
unsure.
aboard. Well, I want it to be wacky and fun, but I also want it to fit on a table. At this point, I'm going to use the actual table over here. We're going to bring up this other picture.
We getting fancy now.
Where you can currently see a hairbrush.
Great.
That's good. Now I get to find out how long this headphone wire is. And the answer is actually long enough. That's exciting. So I'm going to crank this camera up to be higher. Oh, look at that. Oh my. This is still a hairbrush.
Mark Magnus makes an interesting suggestion of how about always 7 items, 3 slots per item. At 3 to 4 players, get approximately 2 items depending on bidding.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to relay comments.
Good ones. That is viable. What it does mean is you certainly need multiple rounds. Let me just move this camera over a little bit more. Sorry about the shaky cam. That's just kind of how it's going to go today. So, let's take out some cards. That's not what I want to do. That is a different game. Hold on, I'll be right back. Plonk. Okay. So the question was essentially, how much table real estate is this game going to take up? And is that a huge, giant problem or not? Boink. I'm going to grab some of these cubes over here. Let's see, where is my... I go to here. Okay. So I've got this lovely deck of playing cards, which is not going to be used for much. So let's say there's 7 items, like Mark said. That's about where we were looking at anyways. So that's good because then there's a appropriate number of slots anyways. And so players in this world, your currency are little colored cubes. So if I'm red, I'm bidding on card 3, I'm gonna put it there, and yellow really wants that one, blue wants this one. Oh no, red's overbidding on this card. Amazing. Haha, take that, yellow.
Knack, knack, knack.
Bump, bump, bump. And then these effect cards are going to go down beneath them. So as we're playing, we're doing things, and maybe this is a secret one. So let's say that each item can have 1 secret enchantment on it. Or each player can play 1 secret enchantment per round. I don't know. And they have to pay like a money to do it. Would they do it more often then? I may be a little bit quieter now because I'm away from the microphone. Sorry about that. That is the reality of my microphone setup blowing up halfway through the thing. Or maybe I'm louder because I'm near this other microphone. I don't know.
Seems about the same.
People tuning into the stream right now are like, what the hell is going on that table? Why are all the cards hearts? Who is playing solitaire?
Which, if you are just coming to the channel now, hello. We are, Chris is in the process of making a game with help from the chat. And thus far, we have you go to a mythical auction to obtain items that might or might be awesome. Like, you get a pretty vase, but actually
it's still a mythical flea market. You just buy it by being an auction.
Okay, all right, so it's still the flea market.
Oh, yeah. Definitely flea market.
Gotcha.
The green cubes are spiders. One player bids exclusively in spider tokens. Oh, so bad. Poor Queen of Hearts. Okay, so in terms of table real estate, this actually isn't that bad. So if we had a situation where there were 7 items up for bid in any given round, and you can have up to 3 enchantments below them, essentially. That's not actually that terrible. That's quite reasonable in terms of table real estate, because at a normal table, you have about twice as much space as this. And at a giant table, well, that's just good for you. I'm going to take a bite of this chocolate muffin.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
It's like a donut, but it's actually a muffin.
That's because muffins are the best. Way better than donuts.
It's true. Okay. Oh, the white balance on that camera is terrible. Sorry, everybody. I was not paying attention. There, that's better. Sorry for making you stare at blinding, yeah. Whoops. I'm just going to leave this picture up. I'm just going to put this picture on Twitter and be like, well, do you know what we're making? There's a hairbrush, a pencil, some cubes, and the Queen of Hearts is covered in green cubes.
This is kind of, and I'm going to do like a side plug here. Every year, Chris does Iron Game Designer at Gen Con in our demo room, and this is the process for everybody. We walk around while people are working on stuff just to kind of see how everyone's at, make sure nobody's frustrated or anything. And yeah, it usually looks like a bunch of cubes, a hairbrush, and some cards splayed out on the table.
In fact, sometimes they do have a hairbrush.
Yep. Maybe that can be our secret ingredient this year, tiny hairbrushes.
Yes. All right, so 7. Okay, so let me kill that. Let's get back to our notepad. Viewership has dropped now that we're talking about the technical aspects of game design.
That's
That's
no fun.
okay.
This is the important.
Oof, man. I am talking too much today. Bump, bump, bump.
No, my fortune's full of spiders. No.
Your fortune what?
Oh,
No, that's terrible. That's the worst
that's
fortune.
the worst. I don't
Oh,
like
poor
it.
Alana.
Oh.
This is not a good day for you.
Tucking and splaying enchantments
Oops.
because Asmadi Games has never done a game where you must tuck and splay ever.
Nope.
There's no way people are sick of that, right?
No.
I hope not.
That's fine. Okay. So I feel like this is correct. This is the thing we want to do. So, Alana, how many spiders can you draw in 10 minutes?
I mean, realistically, I can draw you like a shitty spider. I can do that for sure.
No, don't do it.
I was gonna make it really kawaii, like the original concept for Pandering with like the really big sparkly goo eyes. I was gonna do that.
Man.
I'm gonna try and conquer my fear of spiders by making them cute.
Good plan. Oh, I just got a million more emails. Fuck.
The magic of being a game designer. Emails all the time.
Uh-huh. Yep, okay. That's something.
Of course, it would be important emails.
Good. Yes. Clearly. Okay. So, if there are 7 items, I feel like as soon as there are 7 items out there, and that's it, we're gonna need to play at least 2 rounds of this, because otherwise it's going to be who got the most items, and that's not a very exciting option. Then you start ignoring the values of everything and just sort of grabbing the thing you can get easiest. So if there's 7 items, there's going to be an imbalanced number of items players get. Because if there's 4 players, obviously you're not on 7 divided by 4 is not even number. So, that leads us to an exciting question. Do we score items in the middle, or do we wait till the end?
What are the benefits of each one?
So if we score items in the middle, you have a clear idea of who's ahead and who's behind. This is both a positive and a negative. You also get to put the cards back in the deck. That is the bigger positive. Negative, you need a way to track this, which means a scoring track or something. But also, so here's the other question. Is it the best plan to get the most items all the time? Is the correct play to try and get 3 items out of the 7, even if they aren't the ones you want? And I think that would be bad for the game. So the bonuses are going to have to be significant. Or the secret enchantments are going to have to be significant. Because we don't want to have a situation where you have $30 for the entire game, and if 2 players spend all 30 in the first round bidding against each other, they're both out for the rest of the game.
Right.
So the idea that I'm going with is that each player has, let's say, 10 money each round. and that just replenishes automatically. So the question is, what happens to the money you tried to bid with but didn't win with? So going back to no, yonder table. Let's say I'm going to count out 10 cubes per color. This is smart. The video is showing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say we've got 10 in blue. Can you tell the difference between green and blue on the picture?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, good. You're all that matters. The screen viewers are losers.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, let's go green. Let's go red. Brown is not going to show up against the brown table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. Okay. Let's just say at the end of the round, red has been like this. Blue has been like this. Oh no, yellow's still here. Aha. Okay, I've got a couple of actually interesting ideas here. One, if you ever get to a bid of 4 on an item, let's say, I'm gonna have to move a couple of these around. You're gonna get that item no matter what. You sort of lock out everybody from bidding on that item. So I feel like this will stop the super bidding wars from happening. It does give a bit of an advantage to start players. So let's see, who would win each of these items taking this? So green gets this one. Blue actually winds up with 2. And green bids 4 over here also. So green gets 2, red only gets 1, blue gets 2, and yellow gets 2. So I feel like there needs to be some compensation to the players who bid on things that don't get them.
Mm-hmm.
So there's going to have to be some sort of secondary market that you get by losing bids. I don't know what that is exactly, but it needs to exist for this auction system to work. Oh, you guys can't see the leftmost card. I'm going to turn the camera down just a little bit. There you go. I can see it.
Perfect.
So, like, let's say at the end of the bidding round, this is what happened. So these bids are all winning. These bids are all losing. So they get put over here. And whoever spent the most loser money.
Ouch.
Aw, your money's a loser.
Aw.
Whoever spent the most loser money gets some sort of bonus for doing so. And we'll need to figure out exactly what that is. Because otherwise, it just means that red is screwed over at this point, and that's not much fun for the game. I want the loser money to be a viable strategy side point rather, but not the only way to win.
A couple of
Yeah, I'm
chat
going back
thoughts are non-winning bids are left on the market stalls as bids on whatever turns up. Someone said, if you have 4 as an automatic buyout, why not bounce the losing bids back to their players?
Mm-hmm.
And someone said, can the person who bid the most on failed options take the first position on the next round? Potential ideas.
Yeah, wait, what? The heck is Justin Fan 418? And
What?
What?
What you talking about?
No, that's I typed and it came up as Justin Fan 418214. Yeah, lovely Twitch. I wonder if that's some sort of April Fool's joke.
Are you the
Jerks.
Beebs? You love the Beebs?
Oh, it logged me out. That's weird.
That is bizarre.
Yes, everyone, this game is now about Justin Bieber.
Oh, God.
Sorry, April Fools. Ha ha ha.
Whoops.
Womp womp. Suckers, everybody. Yeah, unfortunately that meant that I lost the chat backlog. Oh, man. Jerk faces all around. Oh, that's so sad. Okay. Anyways, I can now chat as myself again, which, yay,
Ah,
that's useful.
that is useful.
In less exciting news, there was a nail on the ground. Now there's a hole in my sock. So
That
this
that's no
is
good.
this is terrible.
You are having a day, man.
Yep. And it is really warm in here. Suddenly, summer has shown up in my kitchen. Um, yes, we'll have a Bieber game with spiders as the core resource.
I like that.
Belieber delivery service. Oh god, that's the worst Miyazaki. That's not good.
Nobody wants that.
Hey, Ivy. Ivy has arrived and is very curious. We'll probably go to eat the cubes soon.
I imagine.
Okay. So, compensatory system for
Yeah.
failed bids. So ideas here are refund lost bids, dollars for lost bids, turn order based on lost bids. I feel like it needs to be more than just turn order. That is definitely a positive thing. Um, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Hmm. What else? What else could happen to lost bids? There could be special items. Oh, here's an idea. What if there were 4 items that just get dealt face down in a pile,
Mm-hmm.
and whoever had the most fail bids gets to search through the junk pile and take one of them,
Ooh.
and then second place gets second pick, and so on.
Hmm. Do you think that potentially makes it too much of an advantage not to win, or is it still better to be the one who won the bid?
I think it's a mix. I think there is definitely some value now in losing bids.
Mm-hmm.
Um, special items for losers. Oh, I'm writing a notepad and nobody can see because I have my layers out of order. Bum bum bum. Whoops. You can go over here. So yeah, money for lost bids. I actually like the face down item pile. Sort of like the junk pile.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think everyone should get one. I think only the highest. Loserist and
Yeah, Malnorn makes a good. Yeah, it says it sounds like more value than winning blind bids. I would almost always take a known card for a random card. Hmm.
the items are face up. The original items are face up.
Oh, okay. So you're bidding on stuff that's face up.
You know what the item is. You know
Okay.
what some of the enchantments are. You don't know what all of the enchantments are.
Gotcha.
Sorry, this is the problem with having just playing cards out there is exactly this. Let me. Yeah, I was unclear. So let's just go over where the game is right now for a second. At the beginning of a round, you deal out 7 item cards, which are currently represented by. I'm going to make them contracts because that's probably smarter. You know what the okay, some of them are action cards. Good job. So at the beginning of the round, you deal out 7 item cards. These are all things like a vase, or a magical wand, or a cat statue, or a fountain. Each of them has a couple of attributes like full of water, or shiny, or whatever, and some sort of value, like 3 points or 5 points. Um, At this point, everybody in the game gets a hand of, let's say, 5 enchantment cards, and they get their 10 cubes worth of money. Over the course of a round, on your turn, you get to do 2 things. You can put between 1 and 3 cubes on an item, and then you can play an enchantment card somewhere. And somehow, some of the enchantments come out face up, some come face down. And I need to figure out exactly how that mechanic works, because I'm not quite there yet. But some are secret, some are not secret. That's what all these cards are. If you get to 4 cubes on an item, that item is yours. Nobody else can bid on it anymore. It might be that nobody else can enchant it anymore either. I think I might just lock the item up, and then it's done. And at the end of the round, whoever has the most failure bids gets first pick out of a garbage pile over here. And maybe second place gets 1 too, but not everybody. And those items have no enchantments on them. They're just sort of they're the garbage bin at the flea market. So during the round, everyone just keeps going around until everyone's played all 5 of their cards and put out all of their bids. And at the end of the round, whoever has bid the most takes the item and the enchantments on it and puts them off to the side, where they will be scored at the end of the game. I think that is essentially how the game is going to work right now. Okay, so the cost associated with enchanting cards that's just one of the 2 things you do on your turn. So you have 5 cards, you're taking 5 turns, and you play your cards. That is the cost. You have 5 of them, you have to use them all. There's no money carryover from one round to another. Your score carries over, but not your dollars. Alana, did you send a spider picture in advance?
I did.
All right.
It's pretty great.
Let me show everybody your fancy work.
My 5-second illustration.
Yep, this is what happens when we get instant art.
It's so bad.
Here is a glorious spider in a vase. I am ugly. Yes. So yeah, right now, the specific items do not have effects. They are just valuable for scoring purposes. This is something that could evolve down the line. 10 out of 8. Oh, 10 out of 8 because it's a spider. Oh, it's funny. Oh. It does have 5 legs, though.
I know. I was like, this is a hideous monster, and I hate every second of this.
Womp womp. Okay.
He's so fat. He's just sitting in his vase.
Oof. Yuck. Too much coughing. I'm going to get additional water so that stops happening.
Oh no, it's up to me again. Here I am. I am currently having my coffee in my BB-8 mug. This is the world's most impractical mug. I manage to spill stuff all the time because the hole is very, very tiny. So I have a Keurig machine, which you basically have to like position it perfectly so that coffee doesn't go everywhere. But as a designer, I subsist on coffee, and it's worth the risk.
BB-8 mug. Look at Alana's glorious BB-8 mug. It's so cool. Ah!
It is a nightmare to drink out of. You're correct, Malnard.
Your drink just rolls away.
I know.
Okay.
It actually does not. This is an important. It does not tip. He is sturdy. He doesn't go anywhere. He's just like.
Does the bottom have like a weight on it?
No, he's just like, it's made from a really thick ceramic, so it's actually like pretty heavy. The world's most inconvenient but cute mug.
Wait, that's the wrong thing. Notepad. Whoops, that's not Notepad. Oh, InDesign. No. Nope. There we go. I know how to use this program. Okay, so most games of this variety are 3 rounds long. So we're just going to pretend that we're going to be exactly that. We're going to be 3 rounds long. So let's say for a 3-round game, that means we need 7 items per round. My notepad isn't showing again.
Ooh, yeah, and good question. What happens with the resources spent on losing bids?
Oh, so all of your money comes back to you at the end of the round. At the end of the round, you have spent your 10 cubes. They come back to you for the next round. The difference being some of that money got you items. Other of that money got you the bonus for screwing up the most. The reason that mechanic needed to exist is because if that benefit of losing didn't happen, the first part, which is just bidding, would be way too important. Winning the bids would be too important, and it would just be grab 2 items, don't worry about the enchantments at all, just get 2 items and be done with it. Yes, bouncing lost bids might be a good mechanic. I don't actually know yet if that is correct or not. I don't know. We will discover this after. And I think any money you don't wind up bidding with becomes lost money. So if for some reason you spend all 5 rounds, you bid 1 cube each time, 5 of your money just goes to the lost money pile because you were a doofus. So for a 3-round card, we need a minimum of 25 cards, 25 item cards. 7 per round, and 4 for garbage. In fact, we need 27 item cards. We need 6 for garbage.
Yay, garbage.
We also need at least 60 enchantment cards. 20 per round. So the bare bones minimum to make this game function is 87 cards. It is likely we will need some cards for other things too. So this is probably, if it were to make it to production eventually, which who knows, among other things, this game would require a lot of art because, well, as fast as Alana can draw spider vases,
No.
we probably need more than 27 things, each containing a spider. Why is there a spider on every card? Oh, that's what Alana wanted. She is the art director.
That's all me. That's right.
Shouldn't have ordered spider art. Character cards, right. Yes, let's say 10 character cards.
Ooh. Yeah. I like thinking about stuff like that. As on the art side, I'm like, oh, let's have like an old lady.
Okay, so that's up to 97 cards.
It's already
print sheet is 112, by the way.
Hot tip.
Yes. Well, our print sheet is 112. Some print sheets are 110, some are 90, some are 45. It is a mystery. But for our factory, which is in Michigan, we need 112 of the cards. And however, our short run factory is 108 cards. So that is
Don't like it.
So that leaves us a small margin for error.
A good, excellent hot tip from a pro to know.
Yes.
Take consideration of how many cards you will have before you start making things.
Yes. I mean, it is not... Going the wrong direction on cards is not the end of the world. You know, if you have a game that has 130 cards and that's just what it is, you can make it work. You're just paying a lot of extra. You're essentially paying for 160 cards, pretty much, because they increment in either 54s or 56s for your 130 cards. Yes, Kickstarter stretch goal for 30% more spiders.
No!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't like this road we're going down.
Spider Road. Yeah, so the what we would be going for here is to pad both of those decks a little bit. So 27 item cards, 60 enchantment cards, 10 character cards. I think 10 is a good number of character cards. Too many of those and it becomes too wacky. So let's say we've got 11 cards left. So let's let's make it 30 item cards. And let's make it 65 enchantment cards.
Ooh.
That brings us to 105 cards. And we can probably have 3 reference cards.
Good way to pad out those numbers. Yay, reference cards. Also helpful.
Why aren't there 5 reference cards? I'm like, because you can share.
But people do not want to share.
Because share them.
I feel like this is just such a inappropriate answer. People will be like, seriously, why not Thane? And it's like, because share.
Yeah, the amount of flack we've taken for... Matai and I was originally going to have 1 turn reference card because the only player that needs it is the current player going. And I'm like, well, why don't we make it 2? There's an extra space in the deck. And they're like, why'd you give us an extra? Why aren't there 3? And I'm like, because... Oh, man.
You cannot please anybody. Tip number 2.
Seriously. Seriously.
I like to share, because then sometimes you can kind of peek at people's cards and cheat, and I am a cheater.
I could pull 2 characters out of the game to make 2 more reference cards, but that feels sad.
Ah, yeah, you want more characters. You got priorities.
Also, this is just a prototype. In addition to cards, we need 50 money dollar tokens. Yes, I can spell dollar.
Ooh. Dollars. You need money for games, for colleague. I really... Are you seeing this thing in the chat about co-op build a communal spider nest and a host human? Because
Oh, no!
Oh my god!
We might have to burn the chat down.
This is getting too dark.
Oh god. Well, see, where were these ideas 3 hours ago?
Need money for Kuleg.
Aside from that, I think that's all the components the game actually needs. We could have a scoreboard. People want to track endgame scoring with a little cube. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, wait, no. Hold on. 0 reference cards.
1 scoreboard.
Because 1 scoreboard with reference card on back.
Oh, snap! Look at that.
Oh, because you don't need the scoreboard during play. You just need the reference card. So you're only tracking points at the end.
Yeah, that is so efficient.
What? Oh, man. Oh god, a Hearthstone trip. Hey, let's play Hearthstone. That'll
No.
that'll attract good players, right?
No.
Maybe I'll play Guild Wars 2. Oh look, there's a Steam sale on Divinity: Original Sin. Thank you for popping up over my stuff, Steam. I am so glad to know what is up. Okay, so I'm gonna flip the scoreboard. No. So the scoreboard would not be used at all until the end of the game. That is why the reference card can go on the back.
Don't you be putting
There's
games
no
in your face.
there's no use for the reference card during scoring, and there's no use for the scoreboard during playing. It is a binary flip switch thing. Oh yeah, Hearthstone is popular. It's just that, yeah, weirdos. Also, we're not producing this yet anyway, so we could easily just make like 8 reference cards. Stretch goal. Stretch goal. Dollar tokens are made out of actual gold.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
It's worth more than the actual Canadian dollar.
So, poor Canadian dollar. Sorry, Canadian dollar. You're out.
Aw. It's filled with loonies. Loonies are like magician flea market currency.
Yes.
That'll work.
Ponzi scheme. Yes, embossed paper money. Okay, so let's think of some adjectives for item cards.
Oh yeah, I like this part. Smelly.
Let's say an item card has value between 3 and 9. Okay, so one thing I would like to have is a number of attributes that are opposites of each other. So big, small, things like that. But not all of the attributes need to be like that, just a handful. So I want to have a couple of enchantments that just reverse all of the adjectives for a thing. So if it's a giant vase, it becomes a tiny vase. You know, stuff.
Do you want one word, or can like
Yeah, these should
if
be
there's
simple.
a smelly vase and then like a nicely scented vase?
That would probably be too confusing.
Okay. Smelly and clean.
Smelly and clean. Oh no.
MTG Mondays.
Uh,
A Guitarum says haunted, singing, on fire, and gloomy.
Scentarific.
Now the chat's gonna go nuts. I'm not even gonna read them out loud.
Scentarific?
Scentarific.
Scented. I like scented.
Scented.
That leaves it up to the user what scent it is and whether it is good or bad or amazing. Spooky is awesome. Shiny. Valuable. Cheap.
Yep. I'm just thinking like cheap sunglasses.
Invisible. That's terrible. Spiderific.
Ooh, how about furry? Furry just has either a very positive or a very negative connotation.
Furry?
Fuzzy. Fuzzy's
like
good
fuzzy.
too.
Fuzzy. Yeah, fuzzy works better than furry because furry in and of itself is too much of a word.
Okay. Fuzzy it is. Sticky. Ooh, sticky's a good one.
Oh, sticky. This is suddenly becoming terrible. I want people to buy these things. The adjectives don't all have to be horrible. Some of these are things you actually are going to want. Melted.
Melted. How about soft?
Magical.
Oh. I want to buy this soft hot dog, please.
Soft, hard. Oh, hot dog on head. Boop. That's a hot dog now. Boop, boop, boop. Frozen.
Ooh, designer.
Designer.
Ooh. Designer socks.
Clothing. Wearable.
So
Fluffy. Tasty.
deadly. Ooh, that's
Deadly.
intense. That's like super cursed.
Oh god. Cursed.
See, this is the fun part.
Yes, this is important.
Ooh, spiced, tasty, noisy.
Liquid, solid, gaseous. Oh, that's too many states. You can't have a thing that reverses between 3 states. People won't handle
Three's
it.
too complicated.
Yeah, cursed and blessed could be opposite. It's not quite as obvious though. I want it to be obvious to somebody what's going to get reversed.
Hmm. The opposite of designer, I guess, would be like shabby.
Not everything needs to be
Okay, all right.
opposable. But like big and small is very simple, valuable and cheap. Cursed and blessed makes sense to gamers, but a lot of people aren't going to see it. Crunchy and mushy.
Oof.
I don't know. So I'm thinking that most of these things are items and not necessarily edible. I think having tasty as a verb, tasty as an adjective, is sort of a wacky thing. Like, oh, I cast frosting on it. Now that vase is tasty.
I dig that.
So I think
I like when it's wacky.
um, wireless, Wi-Fi,
Going to buy this piece of wireless toast. Thank you.
wireless toasty. Sparkly.
Ooh.
Sparkly, obviously.
Ooh.
Sparkly goes with shiny a little bit, but I think sparkly is actually better.
Antique and avant-garde.
Oh my goodness. Don't think avant-garde is going to make the cut, but antique is nice.
Disposable, reusable.
Not bad. Disposable. Recycled.
Oh God.
Oh,
Please let me bid on this recycled napkin.
Oh, the holy napkin of Antioch. Swirling, swirling.
An antique donut. Oh God, it'd be so hard.
Ooh. Womp. Ironic. How is this donut ironic? Well, you put the enchantment on it. That's just how it is. Oh, Lucky's not bad. Oh, tough and brittle. I missed that one. Boy, this is a lot of adjectives.
Yeah, you asked for adjectives, and
adjectives are fun time.
On point. Good job, everybody.
It's kind of working. Exquisite.
Ooh, I love that word.
Exquisite.
Exquisite.
It's an exquisite word.
Oh.
We might need to make this a 2-part stream where we actually build the game next time. I don't think... I do not think I can build 100 cards in half an hour. Maybe I can.
Challenge yourself, Chris.
Oh, baby. Indescribable. um, hmm. How about, in addition to adjectives, material type?
So
It's gonna be too
material
generic.
like like fabric, like silk,
Yeah.
or okay. Well, silk.
No. It'd just be like fabric, metal,
Oh,
wood,
gotcha. So
living.
basically, take everything that is a category in Motainai and start there, and expand from there. Knock, 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 knock.
I don't know if this is going to be interesting enough as a mechanic.
Metal, fabric, stone, wood, plastic.
Impossible.
Paper. Paper's a good one.
I feel like those material types are good. Um, these adjectives don't necessarily do anything to an item, but yes, certain characters are going to like certain items. Like I might have a character that says +3 for every paper item and +5 for every tasty, magical, or fuzzy item. +10 if all three.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't want a tasty, fuzzy. No.
And like the witch would like spooky things, right? Like if there was.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
I think, and material types could just be another offshoot, so that not everything is adjectives.
Okay, so like you would, instead of just like a scented vase, it would be like a scented silk vase.
Yeah, it would be like vase, material. Oh, ceramic, stone, material stone, and adjectives scented, exquisite,
Okay.
and
Gotcha.
then picture of vase. Boop, spider in vase. Boop.
Gaseous. That is a material? It's not wrong.
I think that would be impossible.
Yeah, I would love to. God, if you ever like dropped something on my desk, like I need you to draw gaseous. I'm gonna be like, eh.
Do it. Okay. Are we missing any materials here? No, probably not. Font of spiders.
Oh no!
Spider fountain.
Oh God, I'm just picturing them all
Does
shooting
all
up
the
into the air.
things a spider fountain
Ugh.
can. Worst. Let's see what's going on in this channel. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Bloop. Okay, so I'm moving this over here. Oh no, you've been covered up by a notepad.
That's fine.
Sorry.
No one needs to see my face.
Oh, except I can't do
My
that.
ears are tucked in. There we go.
Oh no, Timo ears, all gone.
Eh. Up to.
That's gonna. Oh god, it's the thing where you can see into the face of
Oh, I can
God.
see ever.
Don't do that. That's terrible. Bad job.
Don't like it.
Oops. Well, sorry everyone. We just summoned a demon, and we're gonna have to stop the stream now.
Whoops.
So, okay. So at this point, we have basically the mechanics laid down. So, the thing I would do now is make cards. So, oh, what? This is the wrong window. Aha. So, we're gonna make some cards. Page size innovation. Do not have facing pages, you jerk. This is the part where I make Alana cry by using InDesign very well. And by not setting my margins. So let's try it again.
That's fine. It's all just drafting stuff. You've seen my rough drafts
Yes, I
before.
know.
They're not good. They're not good.
0P9.
This is still spaghetti stage.
Yay, spaghetti. Okay, no facing pages.
Usually in our actual process for games, Chris does usually like do the layout on the card either on paper or in InDesign, and then sends it to me. That's a little later, but he's like, okay, now what do we do with this? I basically get to see how many elements are on a page, where things need to be in terms of gameplay, if stuff's getting tucked or splayed or anything like that. What's important, what's not, and I kind of work from there. That's just me.
Oh, I can't use that font. Let's find something more exciting.
Futura or nothing.
I didn't hear you.
Do it all in Papyrus.
But I think what you said was
Don't you
Comic
dare.
Sans.
Don't you dare. Not even Undertale can make me like it.
Where is Sans? Papyrus.
Oh my
no.
god. Oh, it's just the gif of me flipping out the window.
We're gonna go with
Joker Man forever.
Joker Man. No, this is the worst possible font. Oh no. We're gonna go with manual italicized. Black. We'll just use let's just use the angle tool instead of properly italicizing this. What point does Alana murder everybody? That is the question. Oh, look at that futuristic.
Perfect.
Oof.
Great.
Oh, this is the best card I have ever made.
Do your best.
Like,
yeah, that's true, Melnord. At least if you're making like a nice Arizona-themed spa, Papyrus is perfect for that. Or a skeleton.
oh, look at how cool that number looks when it's angular.
Great.
Do.
Did it.
I did it. I am the master of. Oh, it censored it vertically too. Oh, but not horizontally. Now it's partially in the margin. I'm gonna leave it there for maximum coolness.
It's fine. It's fine.
We'll get to fonts in a minute. This is just where we start. Everything is fine. Nothing is ruined.
You've got some like aggressive birds hanging outside your window.
Yeah, I do.
It's intense. I mean, it's like soothing in a way because it's like a white noise machine 24/7. But it's like they're. Oh my god!
Oh, this one needs a background. There we go. Now we're talking. Do you not like the fuchsia? Is that not a good color?
God. You're like definitely sovereign right now, and you're like, I don't feel this. I know this hurts you, Shepard. Nailed it.
Okay. Wow, yep. Look at how many people are in the chat praising our amazing art.
It's so look at all those tears. We're doing a great job. Good. I'm glad Carpe is so pleased.
Now that's too big. That is what we call a large placement of an item. No, don't center. You, God damn it, InDesign. Why would I ever want you to anchor on the center point? That's what we want. Yes. Well, everybody, we're done making a game now. This is it. We can just print this. Look at this card. This is what 3 hours of game design gets you.
Nah.
Just kill me.
Oh. But this is how they all start. They genuinely do. If
Yeah.
people could see the prototype of Red 7 before we really split it up, it was very different.
Oh yeah, no, we're definitely doing miniatures here. We're gonna be on Kickstarter in like 10 minutes.
Spider miniature is great.
We're just gonna, just spider miniatures for everything. That's just the way that goes. All right, so now that we've finished making Alana cry, let's actually make a proper. Action's a good font. That's surely going to be a winner. Oh boy. Okay, so what were you saying? Yeah, Futura, obviously. I could have just typed in Futura, but I thought that scrolling would work, and I was wrong. Let's take off the manual italicization. Okay. So let's just say that this is going to be black. Oh, wait, no. I want to keep this black and white because the printer will not blow up.
Another good tip when you're designing a game, when you're in prototype stages, don't make your background really dark, or you will have to pay a bajillion dollars in ink.
Uh-huh.
Just little design things.
Oh, that's I definitely wanted that. No. I'm gonna cheat, make Lana angry.
Judging.
I definitely didn't. I definitely was so lazy that instead of making a gray on my palette, I just made it.
Did you just drop your tool from the background?
No, I did worse. I just made it 40% transparent.
Oh my
this is quality work. I was so stealthy about it, you didn't even see. You're just like, oh, that's good gray.
I looked away for 5 seconds and you snuck that right in there. Good job.
It's a great gray right there you made. How did you do that? Tell us about your techniques. The hell is that J? Alana, what font did you get me? And how did they make a J turn out to be a big person? That is not just a big person. That's a person who jumped too high and embedded themselves into the ground by about up to their knees.
It's called modern style.
Is it now? I'm going to go with Futura,
Yeah,
not
it's not.
dumb. Is Futura not dumb on here? Nope, it's not.
That's my bait you're talking about. You better
I
watch
know.
it. I'll fight.
Oh, it would be so cool if the D and the J lined up here, but they just don't. They're so I think I need to adjust these to make them line up. Actually, I'm not gonna do that.
No, this is yeah.
That's a terrible idea. Okay, so I have item title, metal, and then adjective 1, 2, and 3. This is the. Let me make that smaller. This is the score value of the thing. Let's go on a little bit. Oh.
Womp.
Oh, get off the damn margin. There. Fine. Now it's center-ish.
Now it's just sitting there. That's fine.
For some reason, there's the phantom of an image panel here, which needs to go away.
Bye.
I don't know. Get out.
Futura versus Gotham. That would be a fight. I do love that.
Oh my goodness. Hello, everybody on the stream. Welcome to game design. So that is an item. I'm gonna duplicate this master spread. And this is gonna be an enchantment. Thank you.
Enchantment. Enchantment. 10, 10, 10.
Lawn over time. Enchantment? Enchantment!
Enchantment. Sandal.
Time to save. I am in a mythical flea market. Mythical item flea market.
Still no name.
Huh?
Still no name for it.
Yeah, I was just making the folder in Google Drive.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, this is for real then.
Well, I have to save the file somewhere.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you got your stuff all hooked up to everything.
I don't want to. I don't want to save the file into nothing. Let's throw echoing on the adjective file. Oh god. Oh boy. Wow, this card is beautiful. Just looking at it on the Twitch stream, I am so impressed with our work. I mean,
great work. Well done.
Yes, yes. So we now have our. Oh man. We have our items. We have our enchantments. Man, this is going so slow. So yeah, I don't think we can reasonably make 100 cards right this second.
Not now, no.
I don't think that's going to be an exciting or fun stream for anybody. I think it's going to be a terrible stream.
Oh my god, it's so boring. It's like the worst part of designing stuff.
So we might stop the stream for now at this point, and then pick it up at a future point when I have... Alana, why do you have a mustache made out of this?
This is also part of my job, is just waiting and sitting here like...
Yeah, probably at this point we need to stop and pick it back up when there is more time to put all these cards into existence. But to recap, so we actually have a fully operational and complete game concept here. So the idea is you are people of some variety going to a mythical item flea market, a MIFM, if you will.
Mythom.
MIFM. You have some desire for certain types or materials of objects, and so you go and you want to buy them. And you have some number of money each time you go, which in this case is 10 money. It's very specific money.
10 months.
10 months. Unfortunately, when you buy items, you have to ship them to yourself because you're not allowed to just walk out of the flea market with things that are magical. There have been problems, and we don't allow that anymore. So you have to wait on the ferry delivery service to bring your item to your house. Unfortunately, much like certain real UPS type services, they will screw everything up. And as fairies, they will cast random enchantments on your items and packages before they return to your house, which means that they could be turned into giant things or tiny things. They can be made alive, or maybe spiders will become a fountain within whatever item you make.
Yeah.
That seems to be the theme of the day. And so, the way the gameplay works is that you lay out 7 items at the flea market, and everyone can peruse them and see what adjectives are on them and whether they match their character's desires for things. And everyone also gets a hand of 5 enchantment cards. And the game will go where everyone goes around several times, both placing some bid cubes onto items they want, but also placing enchantments onto items they want. And on each turn you have to do both of those. You have to put down an enchantment card, and you have to spend between 1 and 3 cubes to bid on something. And at the end of the round, after all of the cards and cubes have been put down, you get the things that you put the most cubes on. Whichever bids you won, you get. And those items with enchantment, some of which were placed face down, mysteriously come to your score pile, which you will look at the end of the game and score points for. And that's basically how it works. It is a functional game in 2.5 hours. Woo!
Woohoo! Yay!
That being said, we have to make 100 amazing cards, and we don't have time to do that in 10 minutes.
No.
Because that would be a lot of time.
That would be quite a lot.
But we are going to pick it back up later and do more streams of... We need a title for this game, too. We need an awesome title.
Yeah. Do you want to think of one before the stream's over, or is that like a noodle for...
If we can think of one in the next 10 minutes. Boom. Like
Malnord says now make another game. Let's not even finish this one. Let's just make another one. Just keep making them. Ideas for names.
Horrible flea market. Spider flea market.
No! There will be no spiders in the title of this game.
What if the game was just called Spider? Would
Ah!
that convey enough of the theme?
No. No. The theme is me feeling scared and sad.
See, fairy flea market could work, although I'm not sure if it quite conveys. Like, what if the flea market was also run by fairies, and the fairy delivery service?
Ooh, so it's like an entire fairy universe.
Yeah. Fairy flea market isn't bad.
Magical market, that's good. All you get is spiders.
All you get is spiders. Fairy flea market is the simplest thing that I can think of that works. Fae flea mar. Just make all the words halfling. Fairy flea market is not bad. Fairy meat. Oh no! Don't eat the fairies.
Oh.
Oh no. I think for the purposes of temporary titling, Fairy Flea Market is a good enough code name for the project.
Yeah.
So we're gonna call it Fairy Flea Market for now. Yeah.
Yay! Oh, is that the correct way to spell fairy?
That's the way
Is
I
that like
spell fairy.
that's like the
That's the
mythical way?
Kalyana way to spell fairy.
Gotcha. Okay. Tie-ins. I don't know.
Um, for me specifically, and this is a thing that hasn't really happened much lately, but fairy used to be a derogative towards gay people.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And when I first started writing consequential, was about when that word was in its height of use for that purpose.
Oh.
So I wrote it with fairy like FAE because nobody thinks FAE fairy is a gay slur. And so it's stuck with me since then. That's why I've always used fairy spelled that way for Kalyana or anything Alaria or consequential related. That being said, it's not that much of a word in the vernacular right now for that, so we
Never
could do
should.
either of them. It also it makes it feel more old-timey, hipster.
I mean, a flea market is like one of the most hipster things right now, or at least where I am anyways. There's like this flea market 2 blocks away from me every Saturday and Sunday, and it's just like the most old hipster shit you've ever seen. It's ridiculous.
Yes, thank you, Malnord. Homosecular slur junk market. That's gonna be a big seller. Oh dear.
Yeah, Womp market.
Womp market. Yes, this is actually Womp market. But yeah, I think, or like the fairy flea could be pretty clever. I don't know if flea in isolation keys flea market to enough people around the country and or world.
Yeah.
If I say that to anybody in Boston, they're just gonna jump right on it because we have flea markets all over the place. It's kind of like our export to the world. But if I say fairy flea to somebody in San Diego, they're gonna be like, "That's gross.
Yeah.
Why didn't your fairy take a bath?"
That's honestly that's what I would
What's
assume.
wrong with you? I'm like, well,
A
they're magical
flea
fleas.
infested dog.
Oh, a magical flea infested dog. That's good. Yep, that's not good for anybody.
Well, it's a good name now.
Yep, no. Fairy Flea Market is coming to stores next week, and
Ta-da!
Start drawing shit, Alana.
Oh my god. Don't even.
Wait, before we go away, why don't we show off that really cool card you made for Innovation? Because the new one, the city.
Oh, cities, yes.
I want to show the city card.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Where is it? I think you gave it to me in G-Chat.
Hold on, let me check.
Yeah, throw me an actual file of it.
Yeah, do you want it in the Google Drive?
Oh, Fairy Bazaar. Fairy Bazaar is not bad.
Ooh, that one's good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put it in the drive if
Or Bazaar Fairy. Bazaar de Fairy.
Another tip, when you have people working remotely, Google Drive becomes your lifeblood.
It does.
It does.
All right, let's find this innovation card.
Hold on, I got it.
Boop, boop, boop.
Oh. I'm just going to send you the link from the G-Chat. Do you want me to Skype it to you?
Yeah, it's fine. Boop.
All right, this is cities. 4 cities needed a little work.
Yes. So.
Still in progress.
Oh, we gotta sign in. Let me type in my password. Oh, what the fuck? What? Oh, no. It thinks...
Oh, hold on. Let me just send it to you.
It's being an asshole. Yeah. Oh, it thought I was... hold on. I put it into the wrong browser.
Oh. This is so complicated. The Fairly Odd Market.
The Fairly Odd Market.
Legally distinct.
So,
Nintendo
Here
got-
is an innovation card. Yay, it's showing up now for real. So this is what one of the... Oops, that's the wrong version of it. Where? Oh, here we go. Aha, there we go. This is what a cities card looks like in New Innovation. So, a couple things we changed here. So this time, since cities have 6 icons on them, we made the lattice work go all the way around the card, even though it's not going to necessarily connect everything once playing. But it looks really cool. The title is, of course, in the center, as the cities card prototypes were before. We've got the age number here in this right gutter where another latticework thing would go. But most importantly, since the top center icon on a city has an effect always, we gave it an extra little border flourish, so it looks cool. And for normal icons, so in cities, there are 4 different types of icons you can have in the top center. There's an arrow, which lets you immediately display a pile. So plus lets you draw a card of age one higher. There is a flag, which can be an achievement. Or there are normal icons, which let you search. So we added this little search picture here, which is a nice magnifying glass. The magnifying glass says that when you play this card, it's an age 1 card. You get to look at 1 card from age 1 for a card matching this symbol. If you get it, it goes in your hand. So if you did it on a 3, you'd look at 3 cards from age 3 and take all the ones that match that symbol into your hand. Yeah, this is from Cities of Destiny, which is the 3rd Innovation expansion, which will be part of Innovation Deluxe this summer. All of the cards are just cities. They have no text. They have just icons. And they look shiny like this. So you can see the pyramid picture here. Every age has a different picture. And Alana made this cool pyramid sun thing.
Thanks. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and Alana's face has been cut off by...
That's fine.
That's all right. Who needed
There I
a
am.
face anyway?
Hey.
Yay, innovation picture. And since
Yeah.
I'm over here, why don't I
We're
show off?
We are plugging through innovation for anyone who might have backed the Kickstarter or pre-ordered. This Cities was one of the already existing ones, as Chris said, and then once I'm done with that, we'll get to the 2 new ones, and then it'll be ready, which is super exciting. We're like more than halfway done, which is great because, oh my god, innovation is really, really large when you put all of the expansions into it.
Here's what the character cards are going to look like for One Deck Dungeon.
Woohoo!
Obviously, this has all the icons lit up instead of just some of them. The warrior does not, in fact, start with 4 strength, 4 agility, and 4 magic. But she will start with cool special abilities. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Also a locked door.
And
all
it
right.
will look even fancier.
Yes. So, it is now 5 o'clock. Thank you all for joining us and walking through our stream where we designed Fairy Bazaar or Fairy Flea Market or Womp Market.
Yay! You guys
Womp
are
Market
awesome.
is best game. We will
This was
definitely
super fun.
do another stream like this soon to finish Womp Market.
Ooh.
And other streams because people like Twitch and Twitch is fun. Oh yeah, no, the One Deck Dungeon is not an expansion for Innovation. It is a different game entirely.
Oh god, yeah.
It will be on Kickstarter next month. Anyways, yes, so thank you all for watching. I'm going to go to fancy music time.